Okay, that I love quail. Did you all? And I go back quickly. My dad started me when I was 12 years old, and he always said, "Son, you're getting ready to participate in a sport that is only fit for kings." How true that is, and I appreciate more than you know having this award. The Lifetime Achievement Award, named in my honor, is a big deal for this guy. Solving our quail problem, and I am, by God, I'm gonna get it back to where I get in 40 coveys of birds a day. Okay. And I can remember those days, you can too, and we can have it again, but we're gonna have to work on it. But that's one of my top three priorities before I pass out of this life. I told Joe Crafton, Bubba, and Dale Rollins that I want it solved, our problem, whether it's the parasites or whether, I'm not big on this one, but that the turkeys are eating the quail. I don't like that, but I'm working on it. I don't want to be the dumb bunny that's what happened is they ate the quail chicks. But anyway, I don't have all that much time. I'm 85. I think I'll be around for another 15 or 20 years. But I want this thing solved as soon as we possibly can. I said how old I was, so in the 80s, I've been making some changes in my life, and you heard my wife being introduced tonight. And, it's kind of interesting because I finally got married. Let me tell you, George Strait, have we known each other a long time? No, we haven't. But I feel like we know each other pretty well, and that he's done so much, and he's been involved in so many things. Everything he does, he's right at the top. He's a team roper. He's a quail shooter. He shoots everything, but it shoots it all well. And he's number one singer, as we know. Well, round for George. Three years ago, almost to the day, we were at Augusta National together, and he was with Peyton Manning and Dan Marino. I was with Andrew Littlefair, Scott Ford, and there were not many people there. It was in the middle of the week, and so we all got to talking, put the tables together, drank way too much wine, but what an evening. And George sang All My Exes Are From Texas, and I thought the song was really something about my life. But when we got through the evening, Arthur, the maitre d', I was going out, and he said, "Mr. Pickens, I just want you to know that you have the best friends of anybody in this club. This was the best evening." Well, obviously, I was riding on George's coattail because we moved the tables together, and now we were together. And so, anyway, it was a fabulous evening. And it was, I want to tell this story because I like to tell it, is that my wife, she said something after I told her what I was going to tell them. But anyway, I eagled 11 at Augusta. Arnold Palmer said, "You had really two good shots." I said, "No, I didn't either." He said, "What did you have?" I said, "I had a good drive, and my second shot was perfect." I told my wife, I said, "I'm going to tell this story tonight because I like to tell it." And she said, "What if somebody asked you if you eagled the hole the day you had dinner with George?" I said, "Well, I better clear that up." No, it's 5 years before that. I just like to tell a story. But George is a true legend, and he's committed to his life with music, but he also is a wildlife conservationist, and he has the same feelings about quail that I do. I had the honor of hosting George at my ranch several months ago, and we spent a really great evening talking about hunting, conservation, and ranching. We also talked about retirement. He didn't say it, but I could tell that he wondered why I wasn't retired. And I told him, I said, George, I can't ever retire. I said, it isn't anywhere in my life for me to retire. And then he says at AT&T this summer, he's going to sing out there. He'll draw more people out there than Jerry Jones does. But listen, I wouldn't, for a minute, I don't think this guy's about to retire. But he's going to have a great show, and then he is on the program, and for that show out there, he has made that one of our items to bid on tonight. But George, has a lifetime of commitment and action to praise and honor. And what better way to honor than the Lifetime Achievement Award? Now, we'll hear from George in a minute, but for now, I'm going to turn this back to Pete.
Thank you, Boone.